Rip was just actually really uncharacteristic of them. You know, typically in RLCS, they weren't a team that would just start off hot. Well, Pineapple Eggplant will walk this one down Main Street, and they'll start off first.
I mean, if you're going to start off the day right and let RMC know that you ain't going to be messing around, that's a great way to do it. And talk
to see that, but he's doing it against some good teams. And again, he's got the best two teammates he's had in a long time, so it's an opportunity for him to show off. And for Reddles, it's an opportunity to put him down in the dirt as RMC finally get on the board.
Yeah, Magic Bear left it off for him. The bump came in just a tad too late. The talent the squad really has. So honestly, it's just about the squad that's going to pick them up. And whoever does, they are going to be very happy because this squad has been playing exceptional together as Cheese picks up another.
Yeah, great shot there from Cheese, but realistically, this was a big miss from Talk. He didn't have a lot of boost, and his challenge was nowhere near Magic Bear. It's the second time
into a counterattack, but the counterattack lasts for about 2 seconds right before RMC are able to get possession of it again. So, I mean, Pineapple, if they're going to be good on the defense, they got to turn it into something on the offensive end. But right now, the defense is struggling even more as Cheese finds the crack in the defense.
Yeah, I think he either wanted to bring that one down for himself, or maybe he thought
days and things like that. But still, relatively young for sure. So.
He's young in my book, but maybe I'm old. I don't know.
Hey, listen, man. He's almost half our age. So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You get to half my age, that's young, all right?
Exactly.
Their last man for success. It's never usually a good sign if it's just one man back. It usually means that someone had failed before, as a couple more goals trickle in here for RMC at this point. Some garbage time, and RMC padding the stats.
Yeah, the demo comes through at the line. Cheese gets out the way for it, and playing exactly at their tempo. This is really all in their control. I'm saying I'm leaning toward the 3-0 angle over scoreline because that gives me a little bit of hope for this Pineapple roster.
Oh my gosh! And Magic Bear is able to put it away. RMC though, I mean, they were trying to push this one through, and for Pineapple Eggplant, I guess Mist thought AJ was going to come through and sweep that one away, and then. Yeah, the physical game, the demo game, certainly a hallmark of a Reddles-led team, especially from Reddles himself. Loves to get those bumps. Demos, and they are certainly paying off there. Magic Bear scores a screamer from way outside the box. And I think it was Reddles that was maybe, oh no, it was Cheese and Mist getting tied up, and that allowed
Just going to make it even more difficult for Pineapple to start something up. And it seems like any time that they are able to get anything, they're just throwing it. They're literally throwing whatever they can at the wall, but this one is going to land perfectly as Talk flicks it right over Reddles. Reddles, you got to get a hand a little bit higher than that. Left to do it. They can tie up this game, send this to an overtime. I mean, that's going to really be shaking RMC. This might be the chance, and it is. Talk does it again. He said talk about something else other than us going down 0-2 because this is a tie game, 25 seconds left. That's nasty. Oh.
And he's Pineapple Eggplant, and they might be able to steal away game 2.
This would be huge. The demo comes out, the center's there, and Talk gets the third, capitalizes it with a hat trick, all within a minute and 30 seconds. This Talk kid making a name for himself, making a statement out here on the pitch.
That's why they say he's the talk of the town, and rightfully so. And now they're in it. And RMC, if you're on the side of RMC, you're kind of thinking about, man, we really put our foot off the gas. It's like, excuse me, Reddles just walked in again. What a cut from Reddles here. Went over one and over the second, and Pineapple Eggplant a little slow to reach.
Magic Bear gonna need to buy a little bit of time. Can he find a teammate? Not quite. It goes up to the ceiling. Reddles is there for the cleanup. Oh my goodness. Slotting that one to the bottom 90. Wow.
Placement matters. And with players in front of him, Reddles finds the corner, little kiss off the post. RMC trying to get around it, and Pineapple Eggplant get out cleanly with an AJ double tap to follow. Pineapple Eggplant cut the lead in half.
All right, here we go. Things are heating up a little bit now. Yet again, Pineapple able to get themselves on save. Coming out at the last second for RMC yet again. Now 10 seconds left. You got to make something happen. And Magic Bear is going to be putting the nail in the coffin of Pineapple in this game 3.
You can't blame them too much. They were pushing hard, and they were oh so close. They had that one on the goal line just a few seconds ago, but for our...
Great counterattack for sure. A counterattack is going to be exactly what RMC needed to solidify themselves ahead in this series. One game away from series point. Are RMC for any upsets whatsoever? They got the #1 seed in this tournament, and they want to keep it for a reason.
Oh, absolutely, everyone does. And AJ, well, making sure that the #1 seed can, well, think about it a little bit more as Tak does well to get a second touch, and a great pass actually from Tak to find AJ and kind of reverse the direction.
Right back to the center. They get the clear to get it out of their half, but one more time it's met by Pineapple, who are there, and that's going to be an open net as AJ finds the crack. Nobody back from RMC, and looked like a little bit of a mistake coming in as, yeah, Cheese bit up a little bit far, and Reddles couldn't get back in time. Coming in from Mist, but Magic Bear's there to save it and keep the hopes of RMC alive to get this 3-1. And oh my goodness, Cheese answers the call, and we got ourselves a 1-goal game.
The X factor for RMC coming alive, and oh, it was played off his own butt.
Goal with about 5 seconds, or else this one's going to be going to a game 5. That one's going to get killed, and yeah, heading to a game 5. Shout out Pineapple. Bring it.
Missed in Reynolds' trade, and now the counterattack's on for RMC. Low boost for Cheese, and he couldn't get there in time. Magic Bear will put it top shelf, and RMC will strike first.
Yeah, Cheese just putting so much pressure on the defense. They had to commit. All 3 players went for Cheese, and that just leaves it.
Pineapple Eggplant not coming out with the same maybe muster that they did before, but hold on, as soon as I say it, it's a great pass from Tak over to AJ, and what felt like an open net, RMC just didn't get back in time.
Yeah, and honestly, right through these qualifiers, you know that you're able to get a little bit of chemistry going, and it seems like whatever chemistry they did get so far is helping out. But RMC, they're going to be extending their advantage, so a 2-1 now. They're going to be feeling good about having the lead in this one because from Tak, then maybe they'll be able to hang on to this advantage. And I'd be very shocked if this game ends at a 2-1 scoreline, and that's why. Because this Pineapple roster, they do a great job of getting goals exactly when it's needed, and that's Mist lining it up perfectly, dropping it in the lower 90.
Playing so well, I feel like they're right next to each other.
And that's kind of why I asked. These squads seem so evenly matched, and as I say that, Pineapple and AJ able to squeeze one in as Mist sent it across the net, and AJ, oh, he sent it and it hit off a Reddle.
And they might just let this game 5 slip away. Reddles over to Magic Bear, puts it on target, and people are pushed out of the way in the net. MB puts it home, and we're all tied up with 14 seconds left.
All right, this is huge now. 14 seconds in a dream. One of these is there for the clutch save. Oh, man, he was hiding behind the ball. I didn't see him there for a second. I thought that was going to be good to go, but no. Reddles one more time, and he leaves it off. Magic Bear with the cleanup. RMC take the series.
And great follow-up from Magic Bear. Reynolds doing everything he can to keep this one in the mix. You can even see Tak again diving across the goal line, trying to keep this one out, but RMC's offense came alive in the end. It was the offense that we saw.
Cups are a great way for squads to see exactly, how they can mesh, how they can play, and they did go through the qualifiers together, so it's not like this is the first one that they've played together, as you stated. And Scribbles starting off early, the solid plays. This one goes off the backboard, and he just guides this one right on in.
Yeah, great.
For his troubles, Frosty try to get the clear down, but it gets booted all the way back across the pitch. It gets centered, and that's on target. Garrett G lining it up. We got ourselves a tie game.
And those are the types of opportunities that I'm talking about for NRG. This one just trickling out to the top of the box, and no one is challenging Garrett.
Pressure on the Snowmen, but Snowmen have not cracked quite yet. Aqua, nice tap up top, off the backboard, and he finds the double to seal the deal. What an incredible solo play coming in from Aqua right here.
Yeah, it's shocked that the Snowmen would allow this one to go through, and they had 2 players kind of bullying him off the ball there, but he was still able to get up over the first one and then past the second. And for NRG and Snowmen, who I felt like started off really well in game 1, the pendulum has really swung into NRG's favor, and now they have pushed too far up. NRG able to take advantage as the Snowmen diving in.
Yeah, man, this one, oh man, that's just unfortunate.
Hang on.
Scribbles looking to keep this one up. Aqua looking to kill it any way necessary, and Scribbles wins this one out, but there it is from Zanil, straight down and out, and NRG getting a couple of one goal.
They haven't had that same consistency in the attack. They've been kind of hopeful, wishful on some of the balls put downfield, but they have no answer for a player like Aqua right now, who has been fantastic individually, and receiving this pass from Zanil with a little bit of help from the defense secures NRG's first goal.
Not letting anything really come to fruition for Snowmen, and they're just trying to hold the line, and if NRG are able to prevail, they are going to be having a date with RMC. But as I say that, finally Scribbles says 10-minute drought. We'll see you later, as we got ourselves a tie game now. Okay, Snowmen.
Off for Snowmen after getting their equalizer. Another shot comes out from Aqua and reveal to turn it away. Now Scribbles back to the other side, and the Snowmen take the lead with 26 seconds left.
I was just about to say, this pace picked up so much more, and that is not going to be good for NRG. And immediately
coming alive when the time's right, and they needed that one badly to stay in this series. Scribbles, maybe a third. Yes, sir. He'll put away his third, and the Snowmen come roaring back in the final 30 seconds. And for NRG, they're sitting there a little stunned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little stunned. I think everyone.
Snowmen decided to turn it up in the final seconds, and you really start to see, I mean, that's the pace of play that we saw early in game one. We haven't seen it for a couple games now, and you can see the difference in pace and what it does to a series, or what it does to a game, and certainly changing the direction of this series.
So, man, anyone can come out of it, and the question is, who's it going to be? Is right now, all four of these rosters are looking solid. NRG, though, getting started 4 seconds in off the kickoff. Captain America starting it off right.
Well, that's a great way to start off this game if you're NRG, especially after getting kicked to the team.
Now, and this one is definitely a slow cooker, if you will. It's like, you know, it's like a really nice pie. You know, you got to let it slow cook to let it fully cook through, and that's exactly what NRG are doing. As this one right now, this pie is getting fully crusted.
I think if you asked Garrett, I'm not sure what he would think, actually, about being described as a pie. But what a great goal from Garrett. And for NRG, a welcome 2-goal lead. But as soon as I mention it, Scribbles, who has been the man for the Snowmen, has found yet another goal. That's 4 in a row for Scribbles. And now the Snowmen backs against the wall. Coming up on 15 seconds left. Can they pull this off, or has Garrett put this one down full field? It has gone in on the challenge. The full field clear turns into a full field goal, and it's 3-1 NRG.
Defense turns to off. Denied one more time. This time it's going to be Aqua. Scribbles can demo out all the people he wants, but I don't know how much it's really going to help. And as I say that, the 0-second goal goes through, but there's not a second on the clock. So it's going to be NRG taking this one.
Well, Rome, in our predictions, we were both wrong, but you were right about how the series would go. 3-1 in favor for NRG, and that defense that held strong.
Maybe it gets cold and something happens and TSM go crazy.
Well, we'll see. As I don't know if can you get hair plugs afterwards? I don't know. Kareem's will put away the first goal. Try and get that aura back. Someone who has had it the whole time is Kareem's, and in the first 6 seconds off the ceiling, Kareem's will take advantage and
crazy consistent amount of pressure that they're eventually going to be bringing out into that blue side.
Great shot from Stizzy, and he'll put that one away. TSM giving a little bit too much space over to Dignitas, and a little lackadaisical in the midfield. Great challenge from Arsenal, and Stizzy on the far side ensures a tie ball game. Sitting on the goal line as well, ensuring that no TSM defender is comfortable, and now no one here from Dignitas lets Hockey walk in and tap it home.
Oh my, okay, so low boost all the way around on the back of the defense. The only person that had any early challenges and misses, and Hockey almost a tiny slow decline that's turned pretty much into a plateau. They're a good middle of the pack team in my opinion, and well, the other ones is Dig, and they just, it's these quick responses, man. I feel so rough for TSM right now.
Yeah, you're getting whiplash if you were watching the previous series in NRG Snowmen.
Immediately cleared racing back home. Creams takes this one up from the mid. Arsenal kills this one down. It pinches off the ground, though. Whose car was that? Was it Hockey?
Hockey. Well, he'll get credit for it. But when this one comes out, I have to take a look, too. I couldn't tell. Hockey. Yeah, it comes off a Hockey and puts it on target.
Set up Evo for the shot, completely sent back field. And if this ball hits the ground, looks like it's over for Dignitas in this game one.
It absolutely is. And for TSM, you know, despite maybe only being him, despite his grind, like haven't seen those individual moments, like how you saw maybe from a guy like Scribbles in the last series. They got 4 in a row, but right now TSM says, stop talking about Dignitas. We're putting away the first again. Great pass from Creams. Hard pass across the box, and Dignitas
handing it to him. Exactly what they want to do. Stizzy, though, going to attempt that bump play by himself off the backboard. The follow-up does come through, and this is what we were missing a little bit, that attack and the energy to really force some of these shots. If it's not going out, give yourself the opportunity. Finding themselves low on resources, but still the patience plays off in their favor. It's an easy shot opportunity. Wavy plays the patient game as this one bounced off someone's car there. Off Arsenal's touch. It's just an awkward touch a little bit, and Wavy completely for those bumps and lurk for those demos if possible, but TSM has done a great job of avoiding them. Reset to Creams in the pass is so nasty. I love this play from TSM.
What a touch from Wavy. Getting that first touch past the first man.
Now Hockey gonna carry this one, try and waterfall it down to anyone. Wavy already there to meet. Double off the side, actually made the angle, but the follow-up from Creams is what's gonna turn this into a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, Dignitas, they look pretty deflated right now, and for Evo, he's trying to get that read.
Work really well and flow really well to get across that line together, but 1 second left on the clock. This one's gonna bounce and hit the ground. TSM's gonna take game number 1 in a crazy dominant fashion.
Yeah, it's the offense at least showing a little bit of poke and prodding from Dignitas, but here comes Wavy. He's dangerous here. He gets the follow-up off the crossbar, and TSM right back in the driver's seat.
Actually insane on this one how quickly everybody transitioned, but solo play or not, mixed with the passing plays, obviously that's what Dignitas want to put on, but that's what TSM are showing up with, and it clearly is working.
And that's a shame to give up for Dignitas. They were doing well to kind of keep TSM at bay, and a decent challenge, but Stizzy's really stretching out, and he actually lands too short. He left the net exposed. That's some great
matchup, but I did have the expectation that TSM were coming into this EWC Community Cup with a little bit of a grudge in this one, and there you have it. As that one hits the ground, TSM sweep Dignitas 3-0.
Game number 1, Energy versus RMC. Oh, man. We didn't go over players to watch. Who's your player to watch on RMC, this squad? Oh, man, NRG, though. Said watch out. We're going to be the squad you need to look out for, as Garrett G started off with a bang.
I mean, look at the demo from Zanil. I mean,
He's was really not really having a lot of highlight plays like we're normally used to him seeing, and still they were able to come out on top. But right now, NRG putting pedal to the metal as Aqua finds the back of the net here, and RMC need to figure out something on the defensive end to stop what NRG are able to.
A little bit about this team, because you don't know what things are like with Zanil as of right now. You probably have very little to no experience, because this is your first time seeing Zanil compete with NRG, and for now he looks great. That's just a very patient, solid follow-up, open net. They're trying to get past right now. Garrett G, though, stops that ball in the mid and takes this one towards that net. Reset forward, double off the backboard. Garrett G, big boy Brock energy all throughout this game 1. He's gotten 2 goals now, the second one in crazy style.
To the drawn board about.
Oh, for sure. I like this from NRG as well. I mean, that's the kind of energy that you need to have against a team that has had so much success recently. But game number 1.
See half to start, but a little bit of an overcommit comes out, and maybe a chance here as the center comes out. And yeah, you can't do anything about that. That was just too clean of a counterattack. It was an overcommittal. You see all the players from NRG corralled together on the right side, and that just left it wide open for Reddles to clean it up.
on it, but Magic completely takes it away. Him and Cheese working together to get to the backboard. No connect on the bump. The follow-up will come through once again. Reddles with the cleanup crew.
Yeah, you can see the bump attempt was almost there. Zanil tried to wiggle his way around it and get the clear, but just couldn't. And Reddles comes back to sweep this one to the side one more time to make sure that Energy aren't going to get anything. The demo's there, and that's enough to let Cheese guide it through. Reddles on the defense, Reddles on offense, getting the demo. Everything's looking amazing right now for RMC in game number 2.
Was not going to be there for much longer. 3-0 for RMC, but
Wow.
NRG sends it back. The same energy from Zanil gets sent their way. It was just a bump onto Cheese. He said, no, that one is slow rolling through.
Wrong placement, wrong place, wrong time. This one gets stolen. NRG not going to be able to tie this one up, and so we got ourselves a 1-1 series. RMC on the defensive end, looking to get the clear. Energy starting out with a lot of pressure, and this one seeps by. Oh no, Garrett G able to start things off hot for NRG.
I like this. I mean, the few times we've
Wow.
seen Garrett solo play or challenge on his doing and IGLing for NRG in this series, I just want to see more from Zanil. When we saw him, he looked great. Reddles, unfortunately for them, just looks better.
Yeah, just right over the defense, and oh my goodness, redirects it off the backboard.
Barely sent off by Reddles, and RMC quick transition off the crossbar, and that's so unfortunate from Aqua. His touch just helps put that one through, and RMC's lead gets extended.
Oh man, yeah, barely able to. Was that a find themselves with the advantage? So they battle back from that deficit, and oh man, when it rains, it pours as Reddles gets the third. And RMC now with 3 goals back-to-back unanswered.
I feel for Aqua twice now back-to-back. Touch allowed though on the third follow-up. Instead, Magic Bear is gonna run away with this one, put one on in, and put RMC up by 3.
A solid job from RMC to understand, all right, there's a lot of pressure coming in from NRG. They're overcommitting. This next game after this one, and they guarantee themselves at least $2,000 in this Community Cup, and they'll be feeling great about that heading into tomorrow because they are going to be automatically in that semifinal matchup, guaranteed top 4.
Oh, for sure, but you do still have another game to get through. NRG has the opportunity, whenever this one ends in regulation, has the opportunity to tie up the series and try and force that game 5 there, but for now, RMC gonna take game number 3 here, 4-2. Maybe one more for the road home. This one off the backboard. Cheese tried to leave that one over to Reddles, but instead no. Garrett's gonna kill this one, and RMC claim match point.
All right, RMC. Cheese sends it up high, drops it low for Reddles. Not able to read it right, and a beautiful 50 might be able to cause a goal, and that's exactly what's gonna happen as Aqua off the counterattack score the first one for NRG. Are we going 5? Oh man.
Well, okay, to be fair, we're 2-goal games, but NRG, they're reclaiming that same style of win, attempted style, as Reddle says, no, it's a 1-goal win is not the way that this is gonna go out. Instead, it's a tied game at a minute 47.
All right, here we go. As RM, not just in this tournament, but also the Shift Summer League, has really stepped up on that defensive end for this squad when they need it the most. And looking to keep that going. Oh my goodness. Reddles, absolute beamer. Slater the Slaughter right there is absolute.
The clock, NRG now trailing by 1, almost 2 right there, as this one gets sent back sidewall and in. Hat trick, I think, for Reddles right there, 3-1.
Reddles with the neck stretcher coming out, making sure that RMC take the advantage, 3-1. And now with only 38 seconds left, NRG just have a dream and a little bit of hope to hang on to as they're going to try and come back into this one. And that's exactly how they're going to start it. Okay, so we got ourselves a 1-goal game now, 36 seconds left.
Oh my god. Okay, what happened off this kickoff? Okay, Reynolds opted for bump and didn't realize it was gonna dead ball, I think. And then Magic in the blue half. That's a good sign for NRG if they can get control of this ball. But one last play as this one pops on up. Could be denied. Aqua's gonna keep it in play here. It bounces up into the sky. Zanil's up next. You see all of NRG trying to get it in a position to catch. Garrett catches it. Flicks past one. This ball's killed in RMZ. Take it.
TSM haven't been able to get into their groove just quite yet, but Wavy, maybe, okay, I say that, and then Wavy immediately hits a nasty double, so, yeah, maybe I'll just uncast or curse this one.
Holy, I mean, doing that on no boost too.
Is there waiting in the wings, and there we go. Oh my goodness, no, barely off the post. And heading back the other way is Wavy. Oh, if you're Nick on Aura, you're gonna feel awful about this one. You had it perfectly set up, and then the counterattack comes through, and literally one touch later, you find yourself down 0-2.
It's forced him to play a little bit differently. Honestly, pace of play was probably the biggest difference with everything. I feel like he's a lot faster. Unfortunately, just not fast enough on this one as Hockey finds his way through.
Are you kidding me? Wavy with a beautiful pass in Hockey.
Clock is gonna wind down, and TSM are gonna take game number 1 of the series.
Yeah, and doing it in dominating fashion. They'll add one on for the road because why not? 4-0, and right now, Nick on Aura. Yes, they were a squad that, you know, did kind of get put together in a little bit of a scrambled egg fiasco, but right now,
2 doubles. The follow-ups are just pouring in from TSM, and they are just building all the pressure. Eventually, it is too much for Nick on Aura to compete with, and they find their way through.
Yeah, right now, TSM are just a well-oiled machine. Yeah, wow. Hold, and the nice challenge to keep this one at bay for Nick on Aura. And big center comes in, and that's what Nick on Aura need is some type of life. Kofer able to get one.
Snapjack, though, off the ceiling. That was just a really solid Snapjack.
Hockey now with the center, and that's, oh my goodness. This is incredible. This was a centered clear on his own defensive half. Knew his teammate was gonna be there. No, he didn't get the touch, but he went for the challenge and it set it up perfectly.
Creams the demo, and thankfully a clear allows TSM to hold on to their lead. Follow up from Wavy, a little bit slow there, but he takes it to the backboard, hoping for that third one. And Appjack wanted another chance, but this ball gets killed to try and close things out.
Ooh, man, Creams almost able to do it by his lonesome, but Hockey gets the follow-up. If the first try doesn't work, the second might not either, but the third for sure will. Hockey with the beautiful cleanup right there.
Maybe just a little bit awkward and not quite the touch he would have wanted, but instead the same gets handed back. It's a pass and play and a dunk for Nick on Aura to tie things up.
Kofer finds this one as Jack serves it up for him. Hockey couldn't get the no wide to the left on the clear. Oh man, that almost feels like that's going to be the best bet. Oh, as I say that, I'm getting a goal scored, but Wavy absolutely slots this one into the upper 90, and my goodness, put some power behind it, a little bit of accuracy, and nobody on the side of Nick on Aura could put a hand up.
I mean, it was just a matter of time, realistically. TSM.
You got 4 goals in a row from Scribbles in a moment where Snowman had to keep the series alive. Maybe they could take the first step here, and they will. Frosty besting the last man, and the Snowmen up by 1.
Snowmen already starting out hot, and this is big for this squad because they struggled to score, you know, earlier on against NRG, and so already getting that early goal against this Pineapple roster is going to be feeling massive for their, you know, not their ego, but for their confidence overall. But yeah, Talk just takes it all the way with the double. That's nasty work.
Well, I'm sure they're aware, but you just can't let Talk have it for free, man. He's going to knock it down, and he's...
Yeah, Pineapple Eggplant yet again. Such a fun name to say. I will say that. So I hope they make it long in the tournament just because it's such a fun name to say. And AJ said, hey, we'll help you out right here with that endeavor, as Pineapple's going to be going up 2-1 and it's right over the defense past all they are. It's missed up high, down low, too slow is the defense off the backboard, and that one's not going to be stopped. AJ rolls it in. Great play coming out of Pineapple.
And for Snowman, Frosty not getting the read, Scribbles not getting the clear, and again, it's...
Again. This one does go on target. Not going to be amounting to anything. Snowmen fall in game number 1 to Pineapple, and a lot on the line for these squads here now.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Reveal on the solo play, and he does get the challenge, and he has someone crash the net. That is textbook from Reveal. You saw the space in front of him, and he knew he could take on these 2 defenders. All he needed was the challenge. He doesn't...
Giving away some goals to Pineapple pretty immediately after they scored, so see if that's going to be more of the same, and Talk answers right back. So he says, yes, it will be more of the same.
It was, yeah, very similar to the last game. Talk, and it was the Talk who answered immediately with the response. Reveals back.
Reveal gets a save on his end for the Snowmen, trying to send it back to this Pineapple half and get something started for Snowmen. Drops down low, and that's going to be a beauty. We said it. You have to make those plays that make the defense guess exactly what's going to happen, and Snowmen do precisely that here.
And there's no reason why the Snowmen can't get a set up from inside the opposition's box. There's no reason why they can't do that consistently, as the follow-up there from Talk, although most of the work was done by AJ, and Pineapple have a response.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Pineapple coming right back, and no, the bump didn't come through, and Reveal gets the save.
Yeah, the bump, if that bump was hit, that was a goal, and now back the other way, follow-up there, and a second touch from Scribbles. Kept up with the play on the counterattack, and it was Frosty on the setup. He scooped that one all the way to the backboard, and Scribbles was up and ready. We talked about Scribbles being so important in the NRG series to at least extend it. Comes out big for Snowmen. He got one to end that last game, so
yeah.
The Snowmen, they'll give it to you, but also Talk will also give you one, and as Demo comes out, it's a free goal after the flick from Talk, and Pineapple will jump on the board first.
Pineapple coming out strong in this one, 20 seconds.
Let's see what Snowmen have in store. This is where they were in a really tough spot against NRG. NRG was able to balloon some of their leads as well near the end, and Talk, once again, the beneficiary of his team's work. AJ and Mist fighting for it in the corner, and look at this. And in situations like this so far, down 0-1, 0-2, they really struggled against NRG. Ooh. Now down 0-3 against Pineapple. 3 shots, 3 goals, a hat trick in the first minute and a half for Talk.
Yikes, they didn't even get a touch to it. Able to control a decent amount of the last minute of this game, but Pineapple have control of the game in its entirety as this one gets centered again, and Talk forces his way through for his 4th goal halfway through game number 3.
He can't miss. Everything he goes for goes into the net, and this one was maybe the least promising.
Wow, this is just impressive, honestly. It's not even just Talk by himself either. It's the whole squad in Pineapple as AJ's able to get one for himself. The squad is clicking on all cylinders. Snowmen, it's looking like summer out here right now because all the Snowmen are melting.
2 minutes. Maybe hopefully just getting 1 or 2 just to show that the offense is still there. Maybe an opportunity here. Shot off the crossbar and in for Frosty, and you've got 2 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, so still plenty of time to potentially come back into this, but Snowmen haven't scored 5 goals in a game yet this tournament. So
you're up 5-1, and you're pressing harder and harder. Look at Talk up so quickly. Can he put away another one? This guy cannot miss. He is 5 for 5.
I mean, you want to talk about showing out and showing up in a major way. I mean, for someone that... or another shot on goal, but not able to put that one in. AJ had a follow-up as well, and
oh my gosh.
Nah, this is insane. This kid is nasty. He read it like a book, able to win out the challenge perfectly, puts it on target, no one able to get back in time. Talk, man.
Oh no, he's got another one. Oh, he put it off the crossbar. Just to add a little bit more. Oh, he's back in it. He's back around.
For more. He's not done yet. He said, I'll Brazil you by myself. I'll get 7. Oh my God.
He turned back around. He said, I want more. For Pineapple, this was a dream game 3. You could not ask for more from Talk and everyone else. I think certainly putting in the work and taking down the Snowmen in comfortable fashion.
I mean, this is tough because there's no timeouts after this. You got to go right into the next game after absolutely getting world starred by talking this one. Oh my gosh. If you're Snowman, this is a hard one to recover from. Like, yikes. I mean, Pineapple look like they are on one right now. And if you're Snowman, what do you even say at this point? What do you even do? How do you on an absolute show there in game number 3?
And the important thing for Snowman is that you start off, okay. Well, you start off with Talk in your face again. I was going to say, listen, you start off 0-0, but Talk, he's already gone right back to work. He's not slowing down. He's there to finish the field. Mist have done a lot to set him up, whether it's the dirty work in the corner, taking challenges, or dishing it off to Mist here. And look at this one, pops out to Talk. That's what happens when you create the chaos, and that was all through AJ and Mist.
Yep.
Talk has a free net to shoot on.
Yep, and you see all 3 players from Snowmen back scrambling, and you can't do that. And then they go into a roster, and you're like, oh man, this is going to be a great opportunity for them. And then for some reason, that player just isn't able to excel, right? It just seems like sometimes the other 2 players that have been in the RLCS and been at the top, they aren't really able to help the new player shine like that. Let me just say that right now, they are helping Talk shine. And coming out for the Snowmen, like you stated, it was a big goal for them. Yikes. That one waterfalls right down into the net, perfectly off the backboard, and yeah, AJ just able to guide that one there. Missed. They got that one game under their belt, and they did look solid in it, but ever since then, it is raining down on Snowmen's parade, and Pineapple are running away with this one. We're 2 minutes in. They've now scored 4 goals already. I'm expecting potentially a rematch between Pineapple and RMC in the grand final.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good case to be made that Pineapple was the second best team in this group, or maybe even the first best team in this group, although they fell to RMC, so that's comfortably not the case. And for Pineapple, they're showing it here against Snowmen. They are taking them down comfortably in this game. It's back-to-back blowouts now, and there's still 1:20 left on the clock for Pineapple. Talk, yeah, he's going to get another one. Why not? Talk up to his 3rd, 3 shots, 3 goals. His shooting percentage is skyrocketing now between these 2 games, and Pineapple better for it.
Yeah, he's got
performance.
Yeah, back-to-back dominating performance is no way. Talk said, let me get another one. The 4th one. Can he get a 5th? Are we going to see another 8-1 scoreline? They got 16 seconds to do it. Snowmen.
Blowouts on Snowmen, and for Pineapple, I think when they go to this final bracket, I do not want to play against them because they look scary, and when they start going downhill, they start sprinting downhill, and they do not stop. Pineapple coming out on top below.